Is that mahjong? Artwork? Where are we? We're in Chinatown this week. Hi, I'm Terry, and I love New York, and I love to get around by subways. But you just never know where I might turn up or what I'm going to be doing next. So, come join me on my adventures as I make my way around New York and find some great underground, above ground, and even secret things to enjoy about this amazing city. So come join me on my adventures for anyone. Now there are many subway stations on Canal Streets, but the red ones and the blue ones on the West End we're not discussing. We're discussing the 6, the brown ones and the yellow ones. Now you want to take that 6 down from Grand Central Station. It's the most direct route. Don't take a green 4 or 5, only a green 6, because it's the only one that stops on Canal Street of the green ones. You also have the J and Z brown ones that stop on Canal Street and the NQRW ones that stop on Canal Street. And these are the connected stations that we're going to be discussing today. There's a lot of things that go on in Chinatown. I was down there recently and I was playing around in all of these connected stations. And I have done a couple of videos about a couple of things that I encountered on my last day trip down that way. The first one was this amazing museum that I really loved, the Banksy Museum. It is right on Canal Street. It is across from the number 6 stop right at Broadway. And it is one of the most elusive artists in the world. He started as a graffiti artist. Now he is known worldwide. Still remains elusive. There's been some suggestions as to his identity, but nobody really knows. It's great art. The museum is a tribute to him, and if you're in Chinatown, it's definitely worth a stop by. But as I said before, it's the year of the horse now, and I was there on the Lunar New Year, which meant that I was walking right into a Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year parade. It was really festive. Everybody was having a really great time. I hadn't been in a crowd like that in years, to be honest. I'm not big on crowds. So there I was, really enjoying my afternoon, and it was completely unexpected. And that will happen to you if you visit Chinatown almost every time. Something surprising. The ice cream factory is a staple. Definitely stop there. But as I said, this one's about the subway stations. This is a beautiful subway station. It has the mosaic tiles, and they are geared up for Chinatown. You will enjoy them. They are beautiful. But what you need to do in this station is you need to follow the signs. Because way back in 1904, they built the first station, which was the number 6 coming through there. Then they added another in 1913, and in 1917 and 18 they added the others, and then you had 4 subway stations. So what happened was, what happens in New York? Which one do you go to? Which place do you enter? When we had Metro cards, you would go in one, you would think you were in the wrong one, you would go out, and you would try to go back in, and that Metro card wouldn't let you. Now, I never had that happen in Chinatown because these connections were there before I started going to the city, but I'm sure that early on this was an issue. And New York tries to fix such things. So now these 4 subway stations are connected by these underground passages. And then you have great mosaics, like this one here looks like a mahjong game. But actually it is a piece of art that was commissioned by the city. It's called The Empress's Voyage. It was by Bingley. It was been there since 1974. So yes, the passageways have been there a while. That mural tile exhibition has been there for a while, but it's just more of the art that you find in the subway system. But as I said, this subway, you follow the signs. If you want to go to that 6, you go where the signs say. If you want to go downtown, you follow one sign. Uptown, you follow another sign. You follow your signs to the N, Q, R, and W yellow ones. They're not all necessarily going through the same place. And those J and Zs, which don't even go uptown. They go from downtown over to Brooklyn and Queens. So make sure you have an idea where you're going and then follow the signs. Once again, your sense of direction will do you absolutely no good in this station. So follow the signs. I promise you they'll take you where you want to go. So this is just another one of those really interesting stations that I love to visit and wander around in. Like I said, they've got some good art and they've been there a really long time. It's right down here at Canal Street, and you're going to love Chinatown. You're not going to probably go to the others because they're out of Chinatown, and then you'll take the 6 back to the train station. But as you can see, things are in Mandarin, they are in English. They are geared for the multicultural community down there. So visit Chinatown. We're going to talk more about Chinatown when it gets warmer out. I don't spend a lot of time down there in the wintertime because, you know, it's cold. This year it's been snowy. And thank you for joining me today on this little adventure. I'm sorry I was late, but I had the flu, and I will catch you next time on Adventures for Anyone.